Hi everyone, myself Pratik. Today I welcome you all for a growth phase channel. In this video I will be doing a fundamental analysis of a company called Asian Paints. So before getting into the Asian Paint fundamental analysis, please press that like button if you like this video, and please watch this video till the end to know how the Asian Paint stands at a current valuation. So let us start with the fundamental analysis of Asian Paints. Asian Paints is one of the largest paint producer in India, which having a market share of 39% of a total paint industries. So Asian Paints has been created a huge wealth for an investor in the past. So let us focus on how much wealth the Asian Paint has been created in the past. So this, if you had invested 1 lakh rupees in the 2000, you would have got 5,882 shares at a share price of 17 rupees. So in the meanwhile of 21 years, the company has issued a 2 times bonus shares. Once in 2000 they have issued a 3:5 bonus share. In 2003 they have issued a 1:2 bonus shares. So after issuing the bonus shares, the total existing share available at the current time is 14,116 shares. If you multiply that with the current market price of 2,404, the current market value will be 3 crore 39 lakhs. So the amount which you had invested 1 lakh has been generated a return of 339 times. It's almost 339 times returns what you have got by Asian Paints by investing for 21 years. What does it tells is that in the long term, in the share market which you invest, which has created a wealth for an investor. For this, the fundamental analysis plays a very important role. So in the next part of the video, I'll be explaining about the fundamental analysis of Asian Paints. So coming to the history and the past history of Asian Paints. Asian Paints was established in 1942, incorporated in the year of 1945. So the company has changed its name to Asian Paints Private Limited in 1965. In 1973, the company has converted from Private Limited to Public Limited. So the company is the largest paint producer in India and third largest paint producer in the Asia and ninth largest paint producer company in the world. So which is one of the very big positive point for a company perspective, which has been operating at 22 countries in the world and with having a 27 paint manufacturing unit, and they are having a consumer in the 65 countries across the world. So the product which the company is manufacturing into the ancillaries product and automotive and decorative paints and industrial paints. The company is having a manufacturing plants in India, in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Haryana. So coming to the future, what we can expect from what the roadmap is set for the future by Asian Paint is that, so the company is focusing on building in capacity across all its existing plant, including in Indonesia. The work is also commenced in the second plant of Bangladesh, the capacity expansion which has been completed in the Sri Lanka, Nepal and UAE. So recently they have made a blueprint for the future expansion in Nepal also. So this is all about the history of Asian Paints. So next let us focus on the paint industry's market share. So currently the Asian Paints occupies a 39% of market share in the paint industries. Next is followed by the Bergen Paints with a 12%, Nerolac with 11%, Akzo Nobel India with 6%, others is 32%. So the current news which has hit to the paint industries was that the negative news for Asian Paints. So first, the Grasim is likely to enter into the paint business with the initial investment of 5,000 crores. So because of that, the Golden Sachsman reported in the January 11 that it has maintained its sell rating with the target of 6,633 per share, with the saying that Grasim and JSW Paints will go on to increase that market competition risk, so which could impact on the market share of Asian Paints. So in the future, the market share of Asian Paints in the paint industries will going to go down by the investment of Grasim entering into the paint industries. So the next bad news for Asian Paint is that the crude oil prices are rising. So because the raw material which has been imported for producing a paint is a crude oil. When there is a crude oil prices are increasing, the raw material prices will going to increase. So the operating margins which the Asian Paint is operating, which put a pressure on operating margins of the company. That is also impacted a profitability of the company also. So next, let us focus on the peer comparison. So the company is facing competitors like Berger Paint, Nerolac and Indigo Paint, AkzoNobel. So when it comes to the market cap, so still the Asian Paints is having a 2,30,643 market cap. When it compares to its peer, it's still ahead. Coming to the net profit of a quarter, which is declared on the quarter 3 results, the company has declared a profit of 1,230 to 38 crores. If we compare with its peer, it's still way above that. So when it comes to the sales, in the sales figure also, it's still ahead. And when it comes to the return on capital employed, so the company reported 33.78% return on capital employed. The Indigo Paints, one is near to it, is 31.01. Except that the company is in the very good positions with respect to its peers. So next, let us focus on the current market price and the history of price movement of Asian Paints. So currently the Asian Paint is trading at 2,421 rupees. So if we take a 1 month price movement of Asian Paint, it is trading 2% below its 1 month average. When it comes to the 1 year return, what it has given a 50.17% return in the last 1 year. So that is one of the very good positive point. So but what we have seen is that the 52-week high, which has been reported at January 11th, was trading at 2,800 rupees. So now it is trading at 2,404 rupees. Still the 400 points gap is between the 52-week high and now current market price. So still the Asian Paint is having 400 point upside, as we have witnessed in the January 11th. So next, let us focus on the PE ratios. The current PE ratio, the stock is trading at 85.26. When it compared to the sector PE is 85.92. Still the stock price is trading below its sector PE. So next, let us focus on the financial statement of Asian Paints. So when it comes to the financial statement, the total revenue which is been witnessed by Asian Paints in the last 4 years, it is increasing trend, and the EPS, earning per share, is also increasing. The EBITDA is also increasing year on year. That's one of the very good positive points with respect to the company perspective. So next, let us focus on the shareholding pattern of a company. So the promoter is holding 52.79% in the company as of December 2020. But one negative thing which I found out in the shareholding pattern is that the company's promoter holding has been pledged of 10% of its promoter holding. That's one of the key negative thing with respect to the company's shareholding pattern. So the FIIs are increasing its share in the companies from a last 1 year. That's one of the very good positive point. So but one thing which I have found out is that the DII, domestic institutional investors, are reducing its stakes from 10.28% to 7.18% as of December 2020. So when it comes to the public shareholdings, the public shareholding is decreased from 19.69 to 18.98 in the last 1 year. So it tells that the institutions having a lot of confidence on the companies about the future growth. So next, let us focus on the financial ratios of Asian Paints. Asian Paint is currently trading at 2,404. So the debt to equity is 0.10. So the debt which they having in their book is 1,079 crores. The price to earning is 83.9, and 5-year average PE which is been traded at 59.6. So why the Asian Paint is trading above its 5-year average is mainly because the earning per share, which I am going to take you to the financial statement. So this is a financial statement of a quarter on quarter analysis. In the June quarter of 2020, you could have seen a drop of earning per share to 2.2 rupees. So this was the negative factor with respect to the company, which led down in the earning per share. You know that the 2 months lockdown was there in India because of Corona. That's the reason the earning per share has been dropped. So that is the reason that it is increasing the PE value. The PE of Asian Paint has gone up because in the next 2 quarters the institutions are expecting it's the earning per share to upgrade to furthermore. The return on equity which Asian Paint is giving at 27.5%, the operating margins which they are operating with at 22%. So that's one of the very good point. So coming to the cash flow statements, the company operating cash flows as of FY20 is 2,632 crores. The free cash flow which the company has reported was 2,228 crores. So in the near term, positive point is that the increase in the sales is expected in the future. So that could impact on the positive on the profitability of the company. So next, let us focus on the technical analysis of Asian Paints. So now it is trading at 2,817 rupees per share. So recently it has made an high of 2,874 in January 11th. So since from that the stock has continuously fallen. So it has taken a support at 2,254. This was a support zone. So the RSI is also indicating that it has taken a support at two levels. One support is at 33.9. Second support in the RSI level, it shows that 44.8. It's trading above its RSI levels and its support levels. So in the near term, the company is expected to bounce back to the 52-week low, 52-week high. So the current market price which is been trading at 2,418, so which is expected to go up in the near term. So when it comes to the money flow index, so in the money flow index also, so when it has reached 80, it has been fallen every time. So it has taken a support at 27.27. so in the near term also, in the March 3, it has taken a support at 27.96 and it has been bounced back. So let's see how does it's going to pan out. So depending upon the quarter 4 results of FY21, the stock is expected to go up or not. It is been decided by the result what we can expect it in the near term. So this is all about the fundamental analysis of a company about Asian Paints. So at a current valuations, the Asian Paints looks attractive because that the future the company's earning per share and the profitability is able to go up in the next 2 quarters. That could impact the profitability and the companies. That could also impact the earnings upgrade, and that's positively impact on the stock price to go up. So this is all about my analysis. Please do your analysis to take a call or take a bet on Asian Paints. I'll be coming up with a very interesting fundamental analysis in the next videos. Please stay tuned. Till then, bye bye.